Tensions in the Ukraine region have made many predict that a conflict between Russia and the United States, US, and its allies will soon occur. If this is proven, then a great war will engulf the world. According to a BBC report, Russia has now gathered 70% of its forces to carry out the attack. Then, Reuters reported that Russia would carry out a full-fledged attack on Ukraine on February 15 or the end of March 2022. This prediction was responded to by the US and its allied countries by increasing the number of troops to strengthen the security of Ukraine and its surroundings. The US is estimated to have sent more than 3,000 troops to the region. Recently, the President of the United States, US, Joe Biden urged all US citizens to leave Ukraine immediately. This relates to the potential for a major conflict with Moscow if US and Russian forces engage each other on the ground. Americans have to go now, Biden said in an interview with NBC News Thursday, February 10, 2022. Biden's insistence came after Russia held war games with its ally Belarus. There are about 30,000 Russian troops taking part in the military exercise, which according to NATO, is the largest deployment since the Cold War era. If a war in Eastern Europe occurs, it is not impossible that this will trigger a third world war. So, how can the world community survive and avoid a war that is predicted to use the latest technologies? One way to survive the Third World War is to hide in safe countries. Some sources say that countries that deserve to be hidden places if a war breaks out are New Zealand, Switzerland, Ireland, Canada, Iceland, and Bhutan. These countries were chosen because of various factors, including their remote location, the neutral attitude of their government since the First World War, as well as having a favorable contour of the area to hide. In addition, citing The Sun, experts advise the public to make self-defense in case a nuclear war in World War III occurs. To do this, the public is advised to make their own emergency supply kits containing durable food, water, battery-powered radios, flashlights, and spare batteries. People also have to make contingency plans if a world war occurs, so they know what the first step is to do. In addition, the community must actively find out who the authorities are in charge of evacuating residents if war turns out to be in the area where they live. The expert also advised the public to always follow official information regarding war developments from online media, social media, radio or TV and follow all instructions given by the emergency response team. Then, if an attack occurs, the public is advised to look for the best shelter, namely a multi-story building, rubble, or a building surrounded by walls, concrete, bricks, and soil so as to minimize the effects of radiation that may rise. Look forward to further news about the military only on the Military News channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.